No. We took him to the ER after the game. He was scanned. They tested him. He said he was fine. No concussion. It's got to be something else.
You hound me for my opinion, and then you question my diagnosis. Cool. ER obviously screwed up. Kid's got a concussion.
I had double vision before I was hit.
Well, that changes everything. You need glasses. That's why you had double vision, which is why you got hit, which is why you have a concussion, which is why you have night terrors. You need to see an ophthalmologist, which I am not.
You enjoyed that. I brought a reasonable case to your attention, and you shoved it in my face just to humiliate me.
You're an only child, aren't you?
Why would you say that?
Because everything is about you. This may seem incredibly controversial, but I think sexual abuse is bad. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't being diddled by Daddy or Mommy. Anything else is just a bonus.
I'm not an only child.
Interesting.
What?
Don't move. Did I bore you in there?
What? No, not really.
Are you tired?
Sometimes.
He never sleeps. Of course he's tired.
Right now, at this moment, are you tired?
No.
That twitch in your leg. Did you feel that?
Didn't hurt.
His leg twitched. I don't see what...
It's called a myoclonic jerk. It's very common when you're falling asleep. Respiration rate falls, and the brain sometimes interprets this as the body dying, so it sends a pulse to wake it up.
So?
So, he's not asleep. He's awake. Admit him.
I usually don't move during night terrors.
I'm not restraining you for them. EEG revealed abnormalities in your brain, caused nerve damage in your toes.
What are you doing?
Fixing it.
Can I talk to my parents?
Oh, they know all about this.
I'd really like to see them. Please. I'd really like them here.
This is gonna hurt, Dan.
Oh, God.
Dan, you okay? There are experimental treatments, ongoing research. Who knows what they'll discover in a year or two?
This is where I dropped the ball.
Dan, we're standing on the roof of the hospital. Dan. Dan, you're not on the field.
He doesn't know where he is.
Dan! Foreman. Dan.
Dad?
Dan, no!
Dad!
Show of hands, who thinks I'm not in my right mind? And who thinks I forget this fairly basic neurological fact? Who thinks there's a third option? Very good. What's the third choice?
No idea. You just asked if I thought there was one.
The patient has a shunt in his brain. There'll be no increased pressure. We can put as much penicillin into his body as we want.
Excellent. Inject him through a lumbar puncture.
I heard you found her on the roof.
You have very acute hearing.
You notify the parents?
In due course, of course.
And is there a paternity bet on the father of the patient?
Doesn't sound like me.
Well, it does, actually, but it doesn't mean you're guilty.
You think?
I saw the parents in the lobby. Smart money's obviously on the father.
My guy knows a guy who can get you in for $50.
Fine. Tell your guy if I win, you attend the faculty symposium and you wear a tie.
And if I win, no clinic hours for a week.
My guy will call your guy.
She's very good at her job.
How can you just sit there?
If I eat standing up, I spill.
Our son is dying, and you could care less. We're going through hell. You're doing nothing.
I'm sorry, you need to vet, I understand.
Don't be condescending. You haven't checked in on him once.
Blood pressure is 110/70. The shunt is patent, well placed in the right lateral ventricle. The EKG shows a normal QRS with deep wave inversions throughout both limb and precordial leads. LFTs are elevated, but only twice the normal range. Oh yeah, and he's hearing voices. Go hold his hand. Go on, I'll bust your tray. Got any sample bags on you?
I don't believe you. Gonna run DNA tests?
Your son is deathly ill. I know, it's terrible. The fact is, if I don't keep busy with trivial things like this, I'm afraid I might start to cry.
You're an ass.
Yeah? You want to double the bet?
I need an answer.
You idiots. You lied to me.
We didn't lie about anything. You, on the other hand, accused us of molesting our son.
Perfect.
Couldn't we get off my screw-ups and focus on theirs? Theirs is bigger. You're not Dan's parents.
We're his parents.
He was adopted. He doesn't need to know.
I do.
Adoption makes us just as much
Listen, when we were taking his medical history, were you confused? Did you think we were looking for a genetic clue to his condition, or did you think we were trying to ascertain who loves him the most in the whole wide world?
How did you find out about this?
I sampled their DNA.
We would give you any DNA.
Your coffee cups from the cafeteria.
You can't do that.
Again, why are we getting hung up on what I did? Your medical history is useless.
No, we gave you a detailed history of his biological mother.
Her history. Non-smoker, good health, low cholesterol, no blood pressure problems.
Dan was adopted 2 weeks after he was born. You have his history. There's nothing you need to know that we didn't tell you.
Sounds reasonable. Well, if you want to transfer your boy, that is your choice. I still think it's wrong.
Was she vaccinated? The biological mother, when she was a baby, did she get her vaccinations?
Dan was vaccinated at 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Do you know why kids get vaccinated at 6 months? Because before that, they are protected by their biological mother's immune system. So, was she vaccinated?
An infant picks up a regular old measles virus.
He gets a rash. He's extremely uncomfortable, has a wicked fever, but he lives. Here's the kicker. Once every million or so times, the virus mutates. Instead of Dan having a fever and a rash, the virus travels to his brain and hides like a time bomb. In this case, for 16 years.
Subacute sclerosing panencephalitis.
I know. There's only been 20 cases in the United States in the last 30 years.
Suppose you can make an argument the kid's still in stage 1. Once SSPE moves to stage 2.
Boom. Stage 2 is universally fatal.
I assume it's impossible to know when he might move into stage 2.
He's already started showing symptoms. Could be a month, could be tonight.
Can we treat it?
Ask the neurologist.
Intraventricular interferon.
Not going to shove a spike into his brain and drip interferon without confirming this diagnosis.
Tap him.
We won't get a reliable result for measles antibodies in his CSF, not after everything we've given him.
So the wrong treatment kills any hope of the right diagnosis. Why do people lie to me? Could also kill him. You're a ball foreman. Tell me I don't have to biopsy his brain.
Well, there's one other way.
You sure this isn't gonna hurt?
Yeah, it's just scary as hell.
See, we go through the pupil.
You won't feel it. The eye's been paralyzed. The needle travels to the back of the eye, which is where we'll perform the biopsy on your retina. So we've confirmed that the problem is this mutated virus.
Did you need something else?
Good news on your EEG. Treatment is working.
And your immune system is responding.
I know it's early. Just want to take a look. All right. Let's see what that brain of yours can do. Name as many animals as you can that start with the letter O.
Ostrich. Ox. Old elephant.
Well, it's 2 better than last time. How you doing with the whole adoption thing?
Been here since 5th grade.
How's that?
Cleft chin. I have one. My dad doesn't. Looked it up on the internet. It's one of those trait things.
That's right. It's autosomal dominant. Since neither of your parents have cleft chins, it's highly unlikely you're biologically related.
You sure you're okay?
I've got no problems with being adopted. I love my parents.